Hello. Hi, this is Bennett, and I'm going to be playing a brand new game that I just bought off Amazon for a pretty good price, actually, especially for Canadian. And this game is Final Fantasy Type-0 HD remake for the PlayStation 4. First things first, I've been playing a lot of other games. I recently finally finished the story mode for One Piece Warriors 3. And I've also played a little bit of Transformers Devastation. I have Until Dawn that I need to start playing, and it isn't even counting on my backlog on my Wii U, my PC, my 3DS, and my Vita. So I've got a lot of games to play. So why did I bother trying to buy a new one? Well, this one I wanted to play mainly because it's a game that I've been looking forward to probably since February, and one that I'm excited to have played for a long time. I've been longing for this kind of game, a Final Fantasy version of a game that has action style, Kingdom Hearts type combat mechanics. So like a Final Fantasy version of Kingdom Hearts. And it was originally released, I believe, in 2011 or 2010 in Japan as Final Fantasy Type-0 for the PlayStation Portable, of which unfortunately it never released to the West. So it didn't take until this year in February when this game finally came out. And hopefully the narration isn't too loud, but honestly it's the first time I've seen it, and I'm kind of intrigued to see what's going to happen next. Like I said, that I actually didn't get a chance to play it too much. I did actually download the ISO ROM for this game for the PlayStation Portable, but I didn't spend too much time playing it. I did notice that, however, that the controls were pretty fantastic, and that definitely wanted to give it a try. So yeah, here it goes, right? We'll watch a little bit of the cutscene, and let's just skip it for now. Oh, I can't skip it. Oh, yes, I can. That's my bad, actually. So yeah, we'll see how this goes. Play just a couple of missions. Also, one thing I want to do, just in case it's a little bit loud, is just lower the BGM a little bit, just so that you guys can hear my voice a little bit better. Yeah, we'll stick with English, instant. I want to put on subtitles, though, because that's pretty important. And yeah, honestly, it looks pretty great. I'm playing this on my monitor, and yeah, I finally figured out how I fixed my capture card. Basically, what happened was that I'm using a AverMedia Live Gamer Portable, and unfortunately, it overheats quite often, so the drivers have to restart, and if it doesn't get completed, then it's really hard to actually be able to reset the drivers and get the thing running again. So what I did was actually put my capture card in the freezer for about 10 or 20 minutes, let it cool down, and then basically uninstall my program and reinstall it so that the AverMedia Live Portable will actually reinstall the drivers, and once it works fine. So hopefully that's what I'm doing right now, and hopefully it will record, because I wasn't able to record for a little while because of how bad how tricky it was to actually get the thing to work. So it took me probably a good an hour, maybe 2 hours, just to figure out just to get the whole thing to figure out to actually fix it. So yeah, that's interesting. In the meantime, I've been really busy with other stuff too. Family gatherings, housewarmings. Thanks, Shane. Big shout out to you for watching my videos and for actually telling me that you watched it, which is pretty amazing. So hopefully you'll be able to get to this point and say hi back. But I don't know. Also, big shout outs to Bryson, who also watches this and is surprisingly also kind of enthusiastic about the stuff I put out. And I hope they're not too worried about the sound of my voice or too concerned about how incredibly lame I feel like I'm sounding right now. But yeah. Whatever. Hopefully everyone's been having a good last couple of months. Since my last video, which was the Star Wars Battlefront beta, and I think that was in early October, I have gone to a lot of skating lessons. I sweated it out. I went to a friend's birthday party this afternoon. Couldn't stay too long because we went out. I went out for sushi with my family, and yeah, came back not too long ago. And yeah, this game is supposed to be pretty violent. Like, one of the first things that I've heard that you see is that there's a chocobo that doesn't get to stay too long. And honestly, I don't know what's happening here. Getting a little bit confused, but yeah. Oh, there's a chocobo. The one cool thing about not having yet played Type-0, but actually kind of knowing about it, is that I have actually listened to the music in the Final Fantasy Theatrhythm series, and they've included quite a few tracks from this particular game, Type-0, and I really like the music. It has a different edge to it. It's a little bit harder rocking, louder, a bit more electric guitars and schooling and stuff, and it's a completely different tone from how I imagine Final Fantasy games usually work. But yeah, nevertheless, this is a pretty interesting opening cutscene, and I don't know, am I going to play this character? Is he going to be part of the story? The Chocobo probably won't be, because I'm pretty sure it's going to die pretty soon. But yeah, I'm definitely intrigued. There's kind of like a whole war-torn background type design to the game, which reminds me a lot of the current Gundam series. And that's one of the things that I actually wanted to mention in my video, is that I'm currently watching a anime show called Mobile Suit Gundam Iron-Blooded Orphans, which is the newest Gundam series by Sunrise Animation. And from the 3 episodes that I've seen so far, because it's currently running, the show looks fantastic. The story is pretty fantastic. Some of the characters I still don't know too much about. There are some characters that are definitely pretty offsetting and weird to me, but definitely overall I really like the show. And the Gundam design is pretty amazing. It's called Gundam Barbatos. And one of the cool trademarks is that apparently as the episode progresses, you actually get to see its armor increase with all the other Gundams or other mobile suits that it's been able to destroy and capture and reconfigure for its own purposes. So right now the initial design of the Gundam Barbatos is kind of skinny, but then it slowly becomes more bulky and more heavily armored, and will hopefully get a more unique design by the time near the end of the show. But yeah, oh geez. So I guess the 1137 potentially refers to timelines or when the setting takes place, but yeah, who knows. Okay, so what's really cool is that apparently you can play a lot of characters in this game, and they're all based on different card numbers, I believe. So it's like a 1, 2, 3, and then also, of course, Jack, Queen, King, and Ace. So altogether, 13 different characters? 14 maybe different characters that you get to play as? But it's pretty interesting if they're all kind of just like, the majority of them are all based on numbers. Or if they have something like in Gundam Wing where the characters' names were basically numbers, but they had in different languages, so it sounded unique. Like Hero sounds like 1 in a certain language, and the number 2 guy was named Duo, because that's like usually the number for 2, and 3 was Troa, which I believe was some sort of like French or something for 3, but I don't remember.
It's too late.
Yeah, so yeah, I finished playing One Piece Warriors 3. I really enjoyed it. My only complaint is that the controls are a little bit stiff. It's really hard to get some combos in, and I feel like the enemy AI is still pretty stupid. It doesn't really do anything, and even like the enemy generals that you fight aren't super responsive, or they aren't able to really react to you. They just simply do attacks and stuff, and the game pretty much punishes you for constantly attacking them because they have stagnated life bars, which means that even if you do so much damage to them, once you get to that part of the life bar, it stops, and they're invulnerable until the end of their current attack phase, which was I felt a little bit unfair at some points, but nevertheless, it does kind of like keep a little bit of a challenge to it. So yeah, oh jeez, this guy is pretty much dying. And his Chocobo die. That's really effed up. That's not cool. That's not cool, Square Enix. You don't kill off Chocobos. You give them racing spin-offs. You give them mystery dungeon spin-offs. That's what I want to play. And I would have, except I never actually bought those games, so I feel pretty ashamed of myself. The game itself looks pretty good, actually. Sorry, this one in particular, I mean. The graphics, maybe from the monitors, and it's a little bit kind of blurry, but maybe it's just because of the cutscenes. But hopefully the game itself will look a little bit better. But yeah, that was a pretty long introduction cutscene. Oh my god, it's still with these guys.
Is this the end?
I kind of hope he does die, because it's getting irritating to a point. At least it looks good. I don't even remember this guy's name.
Stay strong.
Stay strong. Yeah, you stay strong too, because you just seem to not want to die. Because it takes you a very, very, very long time to get to this point. Yeah. Otherwise...
To see you.
Oh, there's the Overwatch beta. I'm really excited to hopefully get a chance to play that one day, because apparently the beta will go at some point until the end of the year, and they are apparently releasing more beta codes sometime in the future for people who want to play. And I signed up, and I really want to play. And I also signed up and got into the Battleborn beta, but unfortunately the matchmaking for that game really sucks, and I haven't been able to get into any games, so it's kind of left me disappointed. but I definitely do want to play Overwatch, even though I don't think my computer will be able to support it. But whatever. I'm kind of hoping that Overwatch does get like a console release so that I can play on my PS4. Even though I'm still not the biggest fan of the PS4 controller, I'm still kind of a minority on this one. But I've never been a big fan of the PS4 controller. I've gotten used to it, and I really used it pretty well when I was playing Bloodborne. But what the heck? They just keep talking. They just keep going. His face is like absolutely dumbstruck. He's like, how is my friend still alive after I told him he was going to die and that we shouldn't even bother helping him out? Pretty irritating, but whatever.
Go say goodbye, Ace. It's all right.
I think we've been on this point for a little while, so whatever. Oh yeah, I also have Fallout 4 in pre-order. Also, Shane and Bryson, you guys are slowly convincing me to want to actually pick up Call of Duty Black Ops 3. I feel a little bit ashamed of myself because after Modern Warfare 2, I did not want to really get myself another Call of Duty game because I don't feel like considering every year they release a new one, that there's enough innovation and updates and improvements to actually make it worth playing a game. But Black Ops 3 is pretty exciting to me, and I saw a couple of the trailers that show basically a Victorian zombie mode, and that's pretty amazing too. Oh, and I think he's finally dead. But nevertheless, Victorian zombies. In fact, this game should have Victorian zombies. I would probably want to play this game even more. But unfortunately, I don't think I'm going to put this in my top 10 list for the end of the year, even if I finish it and absolutely enjoy it, because this is essentially a remake of a PSP game. So it's going to definitely potentially be in the top of my remakes list, mainly because apart from this and what was the other game that I really enjoyed that was a remake? Xenoblade 3DS. That was pretty good, but it's essentially the same game as the Wii version, so I wouldn't give it such high marks. I usually like to look at games that are remade or remastered to a point where it's absolutely fantastic and is almost like better than playing the original version. And last year I gave that to, I believe it was Kingdom Hearts, and that's because I'm a huge Kingdom Hearts fanboy, and I will definitely want to play that. So yeah, this is a very long introduction. I still haven't really played anything, and I'm really sorry if you guys have already seen this before or saw a trailer of this or get kind of bored by the monotony of my voice, but I'm definitely kind of excited. The music sounds pretty good too. I've been lately listening to a lot of The Nightmare Before Christmas because yesterday was Halloween. And yesterday, Jessica and I went to see The Nightmare Before Christmas being performed at the Jack Singer Concert Hall, performed by the Calgary Philharmonic Orchestra, with the entire movie basically played in the background. And it was pretty fantastic, actually, because you really get to see how all the instruments work out together, how the strings are played, how the percussion, all the horns, all the basses and the oboes and the bassoons all kind of like work together to really like create an amazing score, especially for a movie that has pretty much non-stop music for about an hour and 20 minutes, which is pretty amazing. And kudos to Danny Elfman for composing such a wonderful score, but also thank you to all the great musicians and artists and coordinators and arrangers and other people behind the music of The Nightmare Before Christmas, because it's one of those movies that have lasted probably much longer than the 20 years that it currently has right now, because I believe the movie came out in 1995, still being performed, still being appreciated, still being loved to this day, and it's pretty fantastic. But yeah, wow. Oh, this is, I think, the real gameplay moments, and it's going to be hard to recognize what all the characters do, but I can see there's a girl with glasses, there's Ace, and then there's another guy who's much taller, and is probably also an important character. Alright. How do I play? Erase status. Sure, why not? Yes.
Class 0. Respond.
Sweet. So yeah, pretty straightforward here.
Good. The
Okay.
bomb arrived safely.
You got cards.
The warrior who lost his name.
So I guess I use cards to attack
I
people?
am Kurasame. I'll be your CO.
Yeah, exactly.
Your
So
objective. Locate the Empire's crystal jammers.
Crystal Jammer. Alrighty.
Neutralize it to restore the crystal.
And he just died pretty quickly. Oh, cool.
Understood.
So hold. And then, oh, I just sucked his body into myself. Am I a vampire? I must be. That's pretty messed up, but pretty fantastic actually. Oh boy. Okay. Dodge. Oh, I got hit pretty bad. Oh, nice. Okay, so I at least absorb some life. And I guess this gives me cards. Oh, change active leaders.
It's all you. It's my turn.
And he's got a big spear that he just impales people with. Holy moly. And that surprisingly did not kill him. He's kind of out of his league here. He's got like a gun maybe and maybe some sort of like attacks and stuff, but he's up against people who have ridiculous magic powers. And if you can make like playing cards appear out of your ass, you're either Gambit or you're in a Final Fantasy character. And that's pretty much what happens. Alright, let's look for the enemy leader. That's probably that guy. Let's try another girl.
Leave it to me.
Oh, I got hit. Couldn't tell. Yeah. Pretty fantastic, actually. So far, I like the combat system. I need to get a little bit of time to really get used to it, but the idea of working in a team and being able to hit and work alongside each other is a pretty neat idea. Yeah. So she's queen, basically. Okay. So you got ace and 9. Oh, no. So I'm just sucking a soul. Okay. That's fun. Unlimited health and unlimited anime, which is something that I hear a lot when I listen to a lot of podcasts, which is a lot of them actually. I think I listen to about 20 different podcasts over the course of a week. Not all of them have episodes like once a week. Some of them are like twice every month or whatever, but bi-weekly type things, and some of them are even longer than that. But for the most part, yeah, I listen to a lot of these. Oh, Thunder is pretty awesome. Oh. How do you absorb his soul? I don't know. But he's gonna die.
Wicked monsters!
Oh, jeez. Yeah, that's how you do it. Okay. Phantom, I think, just gives me MP, which helps me use my magic attacks, which is pretty cruel because, oh my goodness, somebody is sucking up their souls too. And don't these people have lives and families to be worried about?
What the hell?
No.
I've never sensed such a powerful aura.
I think we should probably get out of here, to be honest. Let's try another character.
I got this.
I don't want to get into the middle of this crazy ass thing. I don't think I can even hit it. My magic power gives me nothing. Does it do anything? No, not really. Ooh boy. I think I'm stuck. Yeah. Oh. I'm gonna hide for a little bit. Is this something I can kill? I have honestly no idea.
Just ran away.
Oh, well then.
What?
Thanks for
What's that?
thanks for the win, I think. I don't know. That was a bit peculiar, but yeah. I will probably end the video pretty soon after getting through this level, but I've definitely talked for a pretty long time, and oh, what was it? Pick up. There we go. Knowing tag. That might be hard to see in the future, especially since it has a very tiny glow. It's not super obvious. I wonder if there's like a button that like helps you indicate which items you can collect. Some sort of like tab alt to like get everything, right? Or tab whatever. You know what that reminds me of? It's a game that I was actually playing at the birthday party earlier today at my friend Patrick's house. He had a game that I think I gifted to him on Steam a long time ago, and it was called, oh geez, the graphics on this aren't super great, but the game was called Typing of the Dead Overkill. And do you know what it is? It's a zombie shooting game that you shoot the zombies by typing, and it is amazing. And I've already beaten the game a couple of years ago, and I absolutely enjoy it. And I got him to play it. I got my girlfriend to play it. I played it for a little bit just to show off how great I was at typing. And yeah, that's pretty amazing.
Get in position. Prepare for landing.
Let's pick up
Queen
some
here.
cars.
What is it?
Now.
Just testing the line.
Keep the lines clear of your nonsense.
Nonsense?
There's Jack.
What about you?
The operation is proceeding as planned.
Let's go with 9 because he's pretty cool.
Same. What's your status?
I can't really do anything about that.
Everything's buttery smooth over here.
I got this. 8.
Take my magic Gambit playing cards attack.
We're all on schedule.
Eliminate the enemy, Kupo. Oh jeez. I don't know how that happened, but I'm glad that worked out too. Oh, there must be some sort of... Oh, he's still alive. That is messed up. Let's use a blizzard on his face. No, that didn't work. Thanks for being useless, guys. Not helping me out. I guess it's because I'm the only one with the range attack, so maybe that's how it works, but I don't really know for sure. And yeah, so far the game isn't too hard, and I'm definitely intrigued by the story, except I don't know where I'm supposed to go. Oh, he's not dead yet. Is he dead now? Okay, he's dead now. My bad.
The counterattack took the Empire by surprise, and the battle seemed to favor the Dominion.
Sweet, I got the demo installed. I'm
Three
going to play
hours
that
into the
soon. Woo, woo,
operation,
woo.
Many of the Dominion's airship squadrons had not yet fully achieved their objectives.
Ooh, you know what I actually played, or not really played, but on Halloween, not Halloween, on the day before Halloween, the Friday, I was at one of my girlfriend's friends' places, and we were playing, not really playing, actually, sorry, I shouldn't mention this, but we were actually watching on YouTube the very famous streamer PewDiePie play a game that also happened to be kind of like Halloween horror themed, and it was called Until Dawn. And that game, no, that video convinced me to actually want to play the game, and I bought it the next day on Halloween. And I haven't opened it yet, but it looks pretty fun. Yeah, so perfect. So I'll just probably just save here, and I'll probably just keep going maybe a little bit after I figure out what I do. I'm just gonna save a little bit. Make a save file and probably just end there because it's already almost 11 and I do want to get a little bit of sleep before I go to work tomorrow. And that's pretty much the case. Ace has very, very little attack points. 9 has a lot. Queen has a decent amount. The game looks pretty nice from here. But yeah, I'm just going to say one more time. And thanks again for watching, guys. Hopefully the video isn't too long. My name is Bennett. And I'm kind of excited to play more of this game. I kind of want to see where the story goes from here. If the guy died in vain, if you meet the other, I guess, 10 members of the group, and of course, if it's going to be a good Final Fantasy game. So, yeah, cool stuff. I'm glad you guys have seen this, and take care, guys. Have a good night.